Listen up, you blundering fools. It's time for the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. Get all the toy talk your eagle heart could desire from these nincompoops. Jason and Elgin.
No, stop it. Hey! Yeah, StreamYard just updated. There's some things. It's all weird. Hey, yo, toys! Let me just do a clean one for the audio. I don't know.
I was just grooving over here.
Yo, toys! And welcome to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast, where friends get together to talk about one of our shared loves.
Bratwurst.
Yeah, that's good. Are you pro sauerkraut or not?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Sauerkraut all the time.
You're so gross. Hey, we're also
So
here for
good.
toy collecting. We're here to celebrate how these little colorful pieces of plastic can transform you into a little kid again. If this is your first time listening to or watching us live on YouTube every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, first of all, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
You're also going to learn soon enough we are not toy experts. Oh, no. We're just toy enthusiasts. So we're not going to get all the details right.
That's right. And before we jump into today's episode, we've got something exciting to tell you about our Patreon and YouTube community, The Core. When you enlist in The Core, that's the Cracktastic organization of retro plastic specialists, you unlock a treasure trove of exclusive perks made just for hardcore collectors like you. You get bonus episodes, shout outs, early access, plus an exclusive chat with us and the other Core members. So don't wait. Enlist in The Core today. Just go to enlist.
Oh my gosh. Well, the 4th of July just blasted by, and we're still feeling those freedom vibes. So this week, the gang's diving into the toy shelves to spotlight some of the best red, white, and blue toys around. From heroic action figures to star-spangled robots, we're talking toys that proudly wear the colors of the good old US of A. Whether it's patriotism or just awesome color palettes, these toys bring the boom. Light a sparkler and join us for the celebration of colorful collectibles. And then later in the show, Elgin's going to take us on a tour of a toy store, and man, that's going to be awesome. I can't wait to learn about whatever town that's in.
It's in the town.
That's right. Toy stores are in towns.
True
You can follow us on all the social media platforms, including Patreon. I know that's a cool one. But all those links can be found at our website, cracktasticplastic.com. And while you're surfing the interwebs, be sure to stop by our sponsor, toyhacks.com, for all your repro label needs. They have an armory where you can get some toy-accurate 3D printed weaponry and tons of amazing sticker sets for your toys. We also have this super cool, awesome monthly contest that Elgin's going to tell you all about.
Yeah, that's right. Every month we have a contest to give away a $5 coupon to Toy Hacks. So be sure to check out our social media pages daily. In case you missed it, just scroll back. That's kind of how those things work too. But be sure to comment, and then we will pick our most favoritist comment and give you, the willing participant in this experiment, a $5 coupon to toyhacks.com. So check it out. Every month we do that.
All right. Yes, agreed. Every month. We just love giving away money. Yep. That's a coupon, not real money.
True.
All right, but now let's talk about what toys we've picked up lately in a segment we call Thrill of the Hunt.
Listen up, you fools! If anyone knows more about searching for the most unique items in the world, it's me, Cobra Commander. In my reign as Cobra's leader, I have acquired countless items, but those meddling Joes have foiled my attempt at worldwide domination over and over again. But it's the thrill of the hunt that fuels my superb rule of Cobra. Pay attention to my loyal subordinates as they tell you of their latest exploits and acquisitions. It's the thrill of the hunt, Cobra!
You just outface me every time. All right. Well, I'm excited to see what you've picked up lately, pal. What you got there?
Well, for those that know my collecting tastes,
Do we anymore?
I know
Who
it
knows?
seems it seems to change weekly now.
Branching out.
But there is a toy line that is near and dear to my heart
Mm.
because it combines two of my
yes.
favorite toy lines, Masters of the Universe and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, into one awesome crossover toy line called the Turtles of Grayskull. And let's take a look at these, possibly the last wave
Oh,
of this awesome series. So these are all in the final wave. I picked them all up. I think I pre-ordered them all on Big Bad Toy Store. So finally got to open all four of them. So I want to present them all for the last four at once. So we get another. So these are all based off of season 2, the Reptile Wars, as I'm calling them now, but they are called Reptile Wars. And we get another Michelangelo here with his
whoa.
weapons here. So
What the
his
what?
nunchucks have these kind of soft plastic electricity action feature thing. I don't know, blast effect. I don't know what you call them, but you can. Let me take this out of his hands here. You can actually split them apart. So if you wanted like one nunchuck, instead of chains, it has these like blue lightning.
Yeah.
Force lightning. I don't know what you even.
Yeah, that's
call them.
cool concept.
You know, yeah, magic.
Yeah.
But they're pretty flexible. So you have these nunchucks that can do that. This is just really like a spacer piece to connect them. Like I had it earlier, then you get a second one. So you do get, you could have like two nunchucks to do stuff with, but they have like this magical lightning in between them.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm sure they probably don't really explain it in the comic book that's in it, but they might. But pretty flexible. This Mikey has some more snake armor. It's kind of this golden orange color.
Oh, that's cool.
These giant fangs in the front of the breastplate, and this little kind of accents, kind of samurai esque. I don't know, front pants. I'm sure there's a better name for that.
Hip skirty type of.
Yeah, and he's got some knee pads that are below his knees.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then
his
little
little.
And like I said, they've shortened all the bandanas as well for this season 2. But yeah, you could take this off, and like I say, you can take the shell off too to use as a shield. But you get kind of a more of a angry Mikey as opposed to before, when he had the earlier one had a toupee because he wanted to be He-Man. So they gave him like a little toupee. They got rid of that and just kind of gave him more of a serious Mikey, like a Last Ronin Mikey almost. But
kind of, yeah. That snake on the front is awesome.
Yeah.
Even though
this piece is really cool. Yeah, that front.
If he goes to try to pick something up off the ground, he's going to stab himself in the gut.
Yeah, totally. He's just ooh, right in the gut. Then cool. We get in the wave before this, we got Raph and Donnie. So we get the last 2 turtles with this wave as well.
Leo.
We get a new Leo with these kind of sword. They're like a version of a katana, but they have the hook front, which I think in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, they use something like this because they linked them like that and like spun around.
God, that movie's so good.
Yeah. Still, after like revisiting that movie, just like the fight scenes are just amazing. Like all the swordplay and everything is great. But I think they used something like this. I feel like they did at one point because they hooked it and then like spun around and did weird stuff like that. But yeah, so they comes with these kind of modified katanas. I'm sure there's an actual name for those. You can comment below if you know what they are.
Not dental floss. No.
But yeah, exactly.
Get something out of your
toothpicks.
Yep.
But yeah, and so they gave him Once again, more of a
Ooh.
grimacing face. And they gave
Yeah.
him some translucent armor. So that's
Ooh.
the shoulder piece
yeah.
is this translucent blue, light blue, along with his forearm gauntlet, and even his skirt, I guess, is also translucent blue through around and around.
That's cool.
So I'm gonna give him a big L. Just in case you didn't know it was Leonardo
Just in case.
on the front. Yeah, shell, of course, on the back comes off as a shield. But yeah, definitely that translucent
Neat.
plastic on all his armor bits, and his little skirt is very cool. Love how they've added that more into this second season. I know I keep calling it season 2 because that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's like you have the first season of it. They never made a show, but they had the first season. Then second season is like, oh, we're introducing snakes, so now it's Reptile Wars season 2. You know.
Yep. I like it.
Unofficially canon, in my head canon, I guess.
Uh-huh.
So then we get some extra 2 other guys. We get a clamp champ. Take off his
Ooh.
weapon there. So we get basically another version of clamp champ. The giant turtle shell on his shoulder armor.
Neat.
And a forearm one. And they kind of gave him, looks like almost scales for his leggings and like his shirt. Everything has that kind of scale look to it. Kind of the same color palette that Clamp Champ has, the silver and the purple-ish color, and but yeah,
Grimacing as well.
Yeah. He's angry. And then a little kind of man-at-arms-ish stuff, but more just turtle shells. That's kind of what they're doing with these crossovers. Like, just add turtle shells, and now it's a figure.
Well, tell me there's a clamp somewhere.
Oh yeah, there is. He gets this big old clamp
awful type
that opens up.
Pretty.
Which I think it's a snapping turtle.
Yep.
And a lot of people have said, "Oh no, it's a snake because it's Reptile Wars. It's a snake." I'm like, this is a snapping turtle. I mean,
100%.
For those that live in the country all their lives, know a snapping turtle when you see one.
Yes.
I mean, that is as much as you can ever get. They never really say that's what it is. They just and that fits on his hand there. He can clamp you. But it makes sense. Like, you have Clamp Champ.
Well, that's
a snapping turtle is like, once it clamps on, it doesn't let go.
We got Tiff in the chat busting your see, isn't a turtle a reptile?
I feel like it is.
Yeah, it's an amphibian. That's I don't know. But yes, it's not a snake. It's not a snake.
It's not a snake.
Yeah, snapping turtles clamp on and they don't let go. It makes perfect sense.
Save the Lost figure because it's the best figure, I think, in this wave. We get a Ninjor.
Really?
Not only just a classic Ninjor, which would go great with Samurai, of course. But you get him as a dragon. He's a freaking dragon.
What?
So he has, not only does he have wings, so they reuse these wings from Hordak. These are the same wings on that Hordak figure and the Turtles of Grayskull. They gave him his kind of a Ninjor sword. That curved
very classic
samurai sword.
That shield.
Yep. So that's the Ninjor logo, basically, if you think of it like that. You get an articulated jaw.
Wow.
For the dragon head. You also get this little extension piece because originally it wasn't on there. Like, you added that in later, so you get an extension neck piece there. You have translucent legs as well.
Whoa.
Translucent plastic on his arms and legs. Damn. So that's translucent. And here's also translucent. Yep. Translucent purple, like a light
same
purple.
Little belt. Yep,
little samurai belt there. But yeah, this figure, like, for this wave, it's the best figure in the wave. In this wave,
that's
cool. It seems like each wave has like their standout figure. You know, they had that mecha neck and the other one with the giant neck, and I think there's some other one, but this one for sure is like, it's like when you think of, like almost like Hothead, which would be a turtle figure, which was a dragon. Maybe that's what they crossed it over with Ninjor, but which Hothead's like an almost impossible figure to get. Turtles, vintage turtles. But yeah, it's just an awesome looking figure. like when you think of like crazy 90s stuff, like this would fit in perfectly.
Oh,
Like
that's so
you wouldn't even
cool.
think twice. You'd be like, oh yeah, makes sense. It's in there.
Yeah, the dragon-headed winged
Yeah,
dude,
exactly.
muscly dude.
They go, travel through time or something, and now there'll be dragons.
That's so
But
cool.
yeah, this is probably my favorite one in this wave. Each like I said, each wave has its own, and even has like the little feet, the bad guy feet and everything, and the arm has like scale, a little bit of scale on it too. Some details. The details in all these are great. I mean, scales on his neck and everything. But yeah, and then these wings move around too. You can articulate those around. So yeah, just like I said, an awesome figure altogether. But yeah, it might be the end. I think I need to ship them out on my pile of loot. I have the 2 other deluxe packs, the King Hiss and the Super Shredder. And then there's going to be one more for San Diego Comic-Con, July 24th. There's going to be a Skeletor on a throne with like 3 different head sculpts and different weapons and stuff like that too. So
you're flying to San Diego. Got it.
I'm gonna order it when it drops. But it's got the box itself too. You lift it open, and then like a drawbridge opens, and he's sitting on his throne and stuff too. So yeah, it's a very cool looking like Skeletor crossover as the final figure, which is it's fitting that it's we get another a good Skeletor on it. I think the first one was okay, but I think this one's they turned it up a notch. So
maybe since it does feel like near the end,
yes,
like maybe once it's officially done and it's done,
right,
we can talk you into doing like your top 10 Turtles of Grayskulls, because we know if we just our top 5 year of the end of the year stuff, if you wanted to, you could easily put them all there. But I know you won't. You'll pick probably just one.
I'll try to narrow it down.
But like a top 10 of your favorite Turtles of Grayskull would be amazing, because there's so many good ones. That'll be hard to do.
Like all the deluxe ones are great. Like that themselves, you could have a top that could be over half of the top 10 is the deluxe figures, because there's I think there's 7 of them at least.
Oh boy.
But yeah, definitely should do that. It'd be great.
Awesome. All righty. Well, I got some stuff too. Okay, lovely assistant. Okay, cool. Speaking of crossovers, Transformers just put out a new crossover with Sonic the Hedgehog. What? That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
So it's called Wingtail and Blue Booster, but we know it's Sonic and Tails. That's right. So here it is. Sonic's a car, and Tails is a biplane. Here's a better look on the back.
She does fly. I mean,
so you can see them both.
Tails are they're 2. It's a bifurcated tail. So that's how she flies.
Well, that's neat that it's a biplane. That's fun. But yeah, what a neat little thing. Comes with some extra gadgets like this little spinny shield and this little top
like
thing
a ring
here. Yep. And all sorts of other, really cool.
That's cool. I didn't
really
even know
neat
that
little set.
Was the thing.
Yep. You can find these in Target now, maybe GameStops, but yeah, really cool little set. Awesome.
Yeah. So in the pile of crossovers.
Yep. I just did these guys on an unboxing yesterday. 2 days ago. It's called Wreck and Doom Collection. Just a little 2-pack they're doing to kind of just get things right. They did this comic book color version of Spinister here. But what they did, so he's definitely, he looks similar, but like definitely different colors than the original Spinister they did right in the beginning of War for Cybertron. But what they didn't do is give them target masters in the original one, but with this one they did. And I've already put the target masters with the original Spinister, so, and they matched the old one's colors and not this one, so they were just like correcting a thing, and that was really great. Cool. But yeah, he's a helicopter. He's really cool, and he came in a pack with Top Spin, which was one of the jump starters, but in its Diaclone colors. The Twin Twist, Top Spin and Twin Twist were those very basic kind of pull back, and they'd flip up just like one step little pop-up dudes. I think you even had one, I thought.
I only have Goldbug.
But these they released Twin Twist in Diaclone colors, it seems like years ago, and we're just patiently waiting. This is the last one, and this one are both from Titan's Return mold. But it's in the Diaclone colors, which is really neat, and they look perfect together. They match that red and purple perfectly and look really good together. Neat little 2-pack. And then we opened up a couple days before that. We did a 3-pack, a dramatic capture series called Triple Takeover, which is about an episode from the original cartoon with about triple changers and such.
Isn't that a podcast also? And
it's also my favorite Transformers podcast, which is just amazing. Check it out. They're amazing. And it's from Takara, which is the Japanese release of Transformers. And so they always do an amazing job with colors and paint. And so we got Blitzwing a couple years ago, but here he is with just a better, just recolored, like this gray's now different, and the purple's lighter, and everything's just more cartoon accurate colors. It's amazing, and he looks so good, and awesome dude. Sweet. The other triple changer I was excited to get because I missed him the first time, and then he was just too dang expensive. I couldn't ever get him, and so this, I'm just happy I finally get him. We got Astro Train.
Oh yeah.
In some nice colors here. He's got a lighter gray and a nicer purple that really ties the room together. I don't know, but really super happy to finally have an Astro Train figure. Looks amazing.
Did you not have one?
And I never did have that Astro Train the first time he came out, frickin' 5 years ago or whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and he's been in my wish list and stuff, but he's just been up around $100 this whole time. And I'm like, I'm just never going to get him, I guess. But then he came out in that set, so perfect. Yeah. And then the Maestro in that episode, and a chance for another Starscream, you better believe it. So they took this Coronation Starscream, they darkened up this purple and stuff here. They lightened up his gray. They lightened up this blue. It's a little more turquoise now. And they also kind of painted the rest. This in here used to be gray and on his hip and on his chest. So it like didn't feel like a full body, you know, but now it's, I don't know, just little things like that. Just Takara really cleaning it up and making it look good. His face is a flatter gray too versus a darker, shinier, metallic-y gray that came with the Coronation with Hasbro. But
crown looks good.
Crown looks good. He just looks amazing and
looks beefy too.
Oh yeah, he'll kick your butt.
Jack.
He just took over the Decepticons, so you know he's the toughest of all time right there.
Exactly.
This guy we got at Jay's. Yeah, we did. We went to Jay's the other day. That's right. And Tiffany and all her awesomeness wouldn't let me walk out without getting a Transformer, because it's hard now. Like, it's either between I have them all, or like if you're thinking about vintage,
for sure.
too, you're like either I have it or they're priced.
It's 3 figures and above.
3 figures and above, or the problem now that's kind of with Jay's is that they're just, the prices are too dumb. I mean, I don't want to call them out because I love Jays and I want to support Jays, and I do.
Same.
But like, I know better. I mean, I guess maybe not everybody does.
True.
That's right. We went there with Tad and Nikki a couple weekends ago.
Yeah. I just went a quick note on when you're talking about Jays. I just went there because we were up in Des Moines for a doctor's appointment for Amanda, and so I was like, she wanted to go down to the bookstore down there, and I was like, oh, just go down in Ankeny, the Ankeny store.
Oh yeah.
Like yeah, just go down there again. And so I was like, it was a Wednesday, so I'm like, hey, I was trying to like, hey, would you take this for this price? Well, the person that does the prices isn't here. I'm like, you run a store, guy. That's $5 off. You could approve that.
All right.
It almost made me leave. Like I ended up getting something, but I found like something cheaper. But I was just like, well, I couldn't get it, But it's like
it's so frustrating.
It's literally $5 off. Like that's all I'm asking. You can't. Oh, we don't have so. It's like the weekend. So it's like once again, you have to wait till the weekend when there's somebody in charge to make a decision. Anyway, that's my only gripe about other than
it's harder and harder to go to toy stores and not think that they think their stuff's made out of gold.
Yeah.
Anyway, she got me this awesome dude. I've seen him before, and I'm just like, he's cool as heck. And he's limited edition, 3,000 pieces only. This neat little Japanese vinyl sparkly Optimus here. Hikari. I don't know what that means, but it's got a little handmade and crafted little tag on him there. But yeah, look at that. Looks glittery.
Like big gummy bear or something.
Yeah, he looks delicious, right? Yep, neat little
Hikari. I feel like I've seen Hikari stuff before. Just not
Japanese
like
vinyl
Transformer stuff.
Yeah, it looks like just an oversized super Safubi. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Tiffany says it says Funko Premium on the tag. It does right there, doesn't it?
Premium quality. Interesting.
So if
you scan it with your Funko app, will it show up?
Oh, good question. I'll find out.
All right, sweet.
Another one. It does say Funko on the bottom. I'm scanning that baby as soon as we're done.
Heck yeah.
I got this. I'll do that one after this one. I'm just excited to show this guy because he's so big. A Titan class. We got Star Optimus Prime. Oh my gosh, he's so big.
Dang.
He's the 13th Prime in the new Age of the Prime series. It's coming out. He turns into a super base. He comes with like a van. He's got a little mini hot rod that comes with him too. All sorts of things. But definitely when Transformers was done in the States, it kept going in Japan, the cartoon. And this is just Optimus was reborn, into this character, Star Convoy or Star Optimus Prime. Gotcha. But he's gigantic. He's badass. And I have the original version of him, who really still only comes to about here. This guy's huge. But for a Titan, he's a little smaller, but he does a lot. He's really cool. Just want to show him off.
Does he turn into a truck?
Yep, a very long semi thing. It's very neat and weird looking. Okay. It's hard to describe.
Space truckers.
Yeah, it's a space semi truck, super elongated.
Sure.
And then lastly, and this can kind of work maybe as a segue, I showed off Bumblebee's brick heads last episode. And so since this is the red, white, and blue, and apparently I got 14 Optimus Primes.
I like Optimus
correct. Yeah, me too, but not the right pluralization, I guess. But so Tiffany got me the Brickheads Optimus too, and like I said with Bumblebee, it's neat because it comes with vehicle mode and robot mode.
Right.
In that neat little Brickhead style. Here's Optimus. He has a little truck. Oh, he's so skinny. He's so skinny.
Little stubby
Right?
truck.
You thought he was stubby before. Oh no. But yeah. Neat little dude truck there.
It's funny.
But the robot modes, that's what it's all about. Because Bumblebee was so cute, and now oh right, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Not that guy, this guy.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty neat. I think. Yep. Kind of a oop, there just broke his ear off. That's
gone
fine.
forever.
Yep, nope, that's right. Fixed it.
Okay.
And there's a little soft plastic to it. But
Gotcha.
yeah. It looks so cute with his little tiny arms and legs and squareness and just adorable. Freaking adorable.
If it was
but he's
a Minecraft character.
Yeah, kinda. But yeah, red, white, and blue.
Yep.
So yeah, we just got done with the 4th of July.
Yes.
Independence Day here in America. And before we get going on the toys, I just wanted to, do you have first of all, what'd you do this year for the 4th? And or what traditions do you normally try to do? Or
sure. So it's kind of funny that so on Thursday, my dad calls and says, Hey, what are you guys doing for the 4th? I'm like, well, probably just hanging out at the house like usual. We don't usually ever go anywhere, but he's like, oh, do you want a visitor? Me?
Well, at least it was him and not some stranger that neither of you met.
Apparently my mom took off with her sister somewhere.
And he got bored
and left him at the house by himself.
Oh,
and he was bored. So he's like, hey, can I? He's like, I'm like, are you staying overnight? That's up to you guys.
Cool.
He's like, that's up to you guys. I don't care. Whatever. He ended up staying overnight.
So Dad stayed over.
Yeah. He's like, I brought a bag. So,
awesome.
But yeah, it was just like, so he came down around lunchtime or so. So we had lunch, and then we ended up doing a puzzle because he loves puzzles. So we put together a 1,500 piece puzzle.
Oh, baby!
In like a day and a half.
Jesus.
Yeah, and so we stayed up till like 2 a.m. Amanda, myself, my dad. He's like, no, you just have to tell me when to go to bed.
Oh, dads.
Yeah. So there's that, and then that night we went to the lagoons there to watch fireworks. The time of fireworks, which were actually pretty good this year.
Yeah.
Better than normal. Last year was pretty bad. It was not so great. This year was a little better, so it was good. We did that, and then I think I grilled some bratwurst and some hamburgers for dinner before we went out. And yes, I put sauerkraut on my brat with relish and mustard.
Oh, all the gross stuff. Yeah.
All the good stuff. So I did that, and yeah, that was pretty much my 4th. Just kind of, we watched Happy Gilmore because Ethan
getting ready
hadn't seen it yet, and then we were gonna watch Independence Day, but then we ended up not. Ended up doing something else, just putting the puzzle together some more. So, but yeah, that was pretty much it. It was just kind of a relaxing stay at home and everything.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Didn't have to fight people, be out there in the peopling.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What'd you end up doing?
Well, for the last 3 years now, I've had my work runs a rodeo over the 4th of July, and it's just out there in the Greater Ottumwa Park. So it's just here in town, and this year was better, but it was like so dang hot. It was so hot. So I think the attendance might have been down a little bit because it was so dang hot. And this was the first year that the rodeo itself fell on July 4th. So it was the best seat in town for those fireworks. I mean, I wish the thing we learned is that we didn't really have a place to sit at the time. We were just started standing because it just started, we're like, oh God, it's going.
Right.
And we didn't really find a place to sit down or lay down or anything. So we just stood there, and man, our necks hurt so bad because it was direct. I mean, they were just just a little bit over there was where they were lighting them off. So they were directly above us, and which was neat and awesome to have that great seat. But man, our necks, don't advise not doing that again next time.
Yeah.
But
we were on the other side across the road, kind of pointing toward the fireworks. Yeah, and we had some sparklers and kind of lit those off and stuff. That's all we ever buy is like sparklers.
That's cool. So, yeah, me personally, never been a big fireworks guy. Probably said it before, but to you at least, I don't like loud noises. I don't, and it's weird. I know being a drummer, but at least like it's more about knowing when those noises are happening.
Sure.
Like, or if I'm making the loud noise, it's not so bad, but being scared by loud noise, it's just like, oh, I hate it so much. Yeah. But it was fun. It was a good time. Then it rained a lot on Saturday, and that kind of, I don't know, it cooled it off a little, but it was being out in it. It was kind of a bummer, but rodeos are rain or shine. So we were just there at the park all weekend and cleaned up yesterday, and that's all I did, really. Rodeo. Who would have known I'd be putting on a rodeo?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't my first, I'll tell you that. Oh. And then otherwise no real I mean, the fam likes, the fam was with us. I know last year we went and saw like 17 different fireworks displays all over the state. We were in Chicago for one. We went to another town for one. We were just going to I think it was just to be romantic and stuff,
Sure.
But it was fun.
One of the best fireworks I saw was before I went overseas. We had our kind of orientation area in Philadelphia.
Oh man!
So they had the birthplace of
home base.
Yeah, the Constitution and everything. It's like the fireworks there.
They had to.
It's amazing, just watching those. But that's almost 20 years ago now.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Well, yeah. So in the spirit of the good old U.S. of A. and Independence Day, 4th of July just happening here, we thought it'd be fun to show off some of talk about red, white, and blue toys.
Exactly.
We made a little bit of a caveat that there can be other colors. That's fine.
Sure.
But if it's mostly red, white, and blue, that'll be good enough. Let me go to this other screen. Oh, bam. Close up.
Huge.
So we'll just go back and forth for a while and show off some stuff. You can go first.
Sure. I grabbed this one right after looking at what our screenshot was of the show.
I tried to help.
I was like, I should probably grab that guy. So I did grab the vintage Mechanic guy here. So here he is with this. I know there's some silver in there too, but very silver. But he is, red and blue mostly. And so he even has this.
What is it? Oh my gosh!
Boop. Yeah, this is my vintage one.
It's one of the redder and bluer ones for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Surprisingly.
But yeah, his arms and legs are all blue, and he's got that little red chest armor, which is the Stinkor's armor that they repainted and reused. So and even he's got a phallic red tipped head and a extended neck.
Nice.
So, but yeah, that's vintage Mechanic. I do have the Origins one. I didn't grab that one. This one's probably a better representation of it anyway. So
yeah,
I mean, it looks the same. It's the same thing. It's just darker blue on the vintage one, I think. So,
well, I'll start with a few non-Transformers anyway. This is one of the first ones I thought of when I was thinking about non-Transformers, and it's one of the few Marvel Legends that I have. and just because it's so weird. I have no context of the character, how it belongs in the Marvel universe, but as soon as I saw him, I knew he had to be mine because he's so weird. We're talking about Marvel's Orb.
Oh yeah.
What?
You even got the stars.
I know, the Stars and
belt.
Stripes. We got to start him off because I don't have a Captain America or anything. So
Right.
this is about as close as I'm going to get to that. But yeah, look at Stars and Stripes. I don't know anything about this guy, but he's got an eyeball head, and that's cool.
I mean, what more do you want?
Right? And it's a blue eye. That's even better.
Exactly.
So anyway, Orb. That's
Orb.
cool.
Yeah. I don't really follow a lot of Marvel
Nope.
stuff, so
No.
I pulled this off the wall earlier. I don't think I have. I don't remember. Might have a Masterverse figure of it, I guess, but this one's better anyway. It's the Super 7
Oh yeah.
Hordak still in this package, which I keep most of my Super 7s in package. Try to get the glare off of it, but he's got the Filmation white head. I think they're making a cartoon version of this, and or it's already released, or I have it in a tote.
Right.
But,
Don't know yet.
Yeah, but this is kind of the classic.
Oh yeah.
What he looked like on She-Ra, Princess of Power, and
So cool.
He-Man episodes. Like glare is not great. Plastic, so I'm trying to hold it.
Yep. No, that's
an
good.
angle.
We can
But
see
yeah,
it.
yeah, definitely the same kind of blue with that mechanic head and that white head, and the red Hordak symbol, of course, was always a red kind of bat symbol. There we go.
Yep. Cool.
Well, yeah, this is a as seen on TV. Super 7 versions, which are getting harder to find, I think.
Yeah.
But
You got that complete line yet?
no, it's not
How many did they do?
There's not a very
Yeah.
big line.
I didn't
There's
think so.
maybe 20 or something.
Oh
I
shit,
think,
that's more than I thought.
I have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wow.
9. But I just pick them up if I see them and they're cheap.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. It's like, because I'm going to hang it on the wall, so it's not like I'm like itching to open it or anything like that.
This guy is from a toy line or from a show from an IP called Piggy, more of a kids thing, and this character's name's Clowny. We found him at Brass Armadillo for $1. But it's just a neat little kid toy. He's got more articulation than you think, but
well, surprising.
But yeah, neat little. Again, just a weird thing, and it was $1, so I'm like, perfect to just fill space on a shelf.
Exactly. I thought I'd bring in some Funko love here.
All right.
So we got. I could have brought the vintage one or Origins one, or I think they're doing a cartoon version of it. But we got Montana.
Yeah.
With his kind of white eyes, red
very white
head, and I don't know. Since I need a black box to censor that out or something.
You might.
But yeah, once again, the red Hordak on his chest, there's bat symbol. And it's kind of nice that they made it look like the vintage toy because of the legs. He does have 4 legs, but they did a split leg right there. So there's 2, but they're together. So really he has 4 legs, but that's how they did it in the vintage one as well. But yeah, just kind of, I think this was a Walmart exclusive, I feel like, at one point. But they had like 1,000 of them there. So not really exclusive. But yeah, Montana. His white eyes, white fangs, and red head, and blue arms and legs. But yeah, I was like, well, I need to grab a Funko just to keep the Funko alive, I guess. I don't know. That's a thing.
Heck yeah. Well, this guy here, I think is the go-to one that everyone's expecting to see. This is the Studio Series 86 from the movie, where they did color him cartoon accurate and made his thighs and stuff white instead of silver. Talking about the man himself, Mr. America, Optimus Prime. The classic hero of heroes.
Yes.
all red, white, and blue. So, yep, this is the new awesome version. Like I said, you can see that's white there now, and it's more animated accurate. But yeah, he's an amazing toy, and it's just I have, obviously 1,000 Optimus Primes here somewhere. So, but he's the newest, latest, greatest. So, just happy to show him off. But yeah, he's great.
All right. Well, it wouldn't be celebrating America without a Rambo figure here.
Yeah.
That's right. We got Firepower Rambo, and I picked this because on his chest there.
Oh,
that's right.
Heck.
That's an American eagle with a flag behind it.
Yeah.
Can't get more more red, white, and blue than that. But yeah, I mean, he does still have blue jeans and a white. This is supposed to be white. I mean, it's changed color because this is a vintage toy, and it's not that it's been in like a smoky house or anything, but it's just faded. It was bright white, and now it's kind of a off-white cream color almost. But yeah, this was one I got for Christmas back in '86. Firepower Rambo. The only thing I'm missing on this, one of my original toy, is he has one extra hand grenade that's supposed to go back here on his belt loop.
Whoa!
And I'm missing that. That's the only thing I'm missing on this.
$40 on eBay.
Yeah, it probably. The knife works as a bayonet and goes in his little belt there. I just have it in here because I could put the rocket launcher in there as well, but I like the bayonet in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good old Rambo with his red headband.
Yeah, red, white, and blue.
I still need the other one, the regular Rambo one, but
yeah,
like from Rambo 2. Anyway.
Awesome. That's awesome. And that it's your vintage one is what this makes it even better. I'm gonna combine a couple here. I got a couple G1 cars. Okay. I got after Optimus, I think of these two as some of the most red, white, and blue ones. Smokescreen himself is definitely, and then I got Mirage here too. This is my G1ers. But yeah, Smokescreen's always had this red, white, and blue sportsy, racy car here. Same with this F1 car that Mirage is, and just always loved these two guys a lot as characters and toys, and definitely love them.
Yeah,
some G1 and.
Well, before the Turtles of Grayskull crossover, my other favorite crossover was the WWE Eternia line.
Yeah.
That. Humble brag, I have all the figures and the two rings. But they made a Rowdy Piper, and he's got some classic white shirt, red kilt with the white in it, and some blue knee pads and everything. It's Hot Rod, Rowdy Piper, screaming at you. But yeah, I was like, I gotta show some love for the WWE Eternia line.
Heck yeah.
One of the best crossovers next to Turtles of Grayskull. With these 5.5-inch figures. The head sculpt, I mean, it kind of looks like
if you squint right, it's a weird pose to have them in.
Yeah.
I guess
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, he's got the red, white. That was the only figure from that line that had like red, white, and blue. There weren't a lot of that color. And maybe his trunks are blue as well.
Yeah. This guy, so in front of me, I have a lot of toys by their lines, and this guy sits right there in front of me and stares at me every day. And it's one of the few ones that I still have in vehicle mode. Almost everything else is in robot mode, especially because it's just a car. Sure. I have, I'll leave Dinobots and stuff in their dinosaur mode. But I think it's because this guy just takes up so much room when he's all spread out and stuff, and I got so much stuff. I just need to minimize the stuff on that shelf. But he's from the line Energon. His name's Toe Line.
Oh, that's cool.
And he's basically a little van that plays the Ironhide type of van character, but anyway, just this red, white, and blue van. I love vans.
Yeah,
so it's just cool. Man. I am a van man. So yeah, comes with a little energon business up here and turns into a weapon when he's in robot mode. I think like Ironhide and Ratchet and stuff, G1 style, that part of this becomes a little base that he stands on, that the robot stands on. But yeah, just looks cool sitting over there on the shelf, ready to room out of here.
Well, continuing on with the Pipers.
Oh.
We have another one. This is from the WW Superstars line. His kilt's falling off now, so I'm trying to hold on to him. Dang it, get on there. All right. So this was from the WW Superstars line. Still has the blue knee pads, red boots, and this time his head sculpt looks a lot better.
Yeah,
they've definitely got more of that. They didn't give him his mullet, which I kind of wish that that the They Live-esque mullet that but still the red, white, and blue, white shirt and red kilt with the white stripes on it and black. And I think he does have the blue underoos.
Kid show.
Yeah, exactly. Put a black bar right there.
Yep.
But yeah, soft goods, kind of a soft rubbery kilt. I wish they would have made it like actual like soft goods instead of this like rubber.
Yeah.
This would have made it a little more flexible, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, my other Roddy Piper. I think he came with a microphone too.
Yeah.
I feel like Piper's Pit.
He's ripped.
Era. I think this is Piper's Pit era. Feels like that's what it should be.
Yeah. Very cool. This guy I just got from Temu? No, from one of those
Wish?
Nope.
.com?
AliExpress.
Oh yeah.
And I got stickers. I spent a day the other day putting stickers on them from Toy Hacks, our sponsor. Because a lot of those KOs that come from over there, the toys are great, but the stickers aren't quite as good, and I just wanted it to be as original, accurate as possible. So I go to Toy Hacks. It's the place to go.
It is.
And this toy is something else. It's a toy that I will never, and I actually will never own the real version of because it's so rare and so hard to find and so expensive. It just doesn't even. So they Metroplex. Everybody knows the G1 Metroplex. I can't see it back there. But they did a repaint of him and changed the character, called him Metro Titan, made him a bad guy. And this is I'll be honest. Again, I've never handled the original Metro Titan, never will. Only seen it in pictures. But I have a couple Metroplexes, and the quality of this for being a KO for if no more than I paid for it, really, it just turned out amazing. And I knew I wanted to hurry up and get him stickered because of this episode, but here he is.
Dang.
Yeah, just a freaking cool base. He came with there's like tons of other little cars and figures that a couple figures that are like guns that turn into a robot. You combine them to be a robot. They're just over there, and comes with extra stuff that Metro Titan came with. And they also came with like a 15-pack of little mini figure cars and stuff too, which is just amazing. All for like $25. It was nuts. But this guy's just, it is the Metroplex mold, which is amazing, but just the quality of the plastic is pretty dang good, and everything turned out awesome, and the stickers are great, and it just is beautiful. And I know because I look at this and I go, oh, that's one of the rarest Transformers figures ever. I know y'all are just like, okay, cool. It's a weird looking Metroplex. All right, whatever. But
cool. Looks kind of blocky, but
I know. But I look at it, I'm like, oh my God, this is beyond a grail. Anyway,
sure.
It's not it, but it's really it. It's really is the Metroplex repaint.
It feels like an episode. Like a topic of like tricking our minds to like.
Okay.
I mean, we're in an age now of getting
Oh,
toys that are so accurate or can be so accurate to the vintage that when you look at it, it's like that feels like a vintage toy.
well, I know
Especially when they do it blocky like that. It's like
I had a
you know, it's, like,
conversation with
weird.
Jake Book the other day. Just like I've been getting a bunch of 3D weapons.
Yeah.
So I'm like, to me, it's what it looks like on the shelf, and that's all that
Right.
matters. It doesn't matter what it is or how official or how real. If I look at it on the shelf and it looks like what
Right.
I want it to look like, who cares if there's a 3D printed gun
Yeah.
or
I know.
whatever?
It's
Or who
crazy.
cares if it's a KO or it came, it still counts in our mind's eye anyway. And
Yeah.
so that, yeah, it could be some sort of topic, I'm sure.
Right.
But
Yeah. We'll workshop that later.
yep. Okay. Oh, why not live here on the
Yeah,
show? No, okay.
exactly.
What else you get?
Well, what's more American than Texas?
Oh, good
And
question.
who's
Oh,
who's more Texas than JBL? That's
that's
right.
right.
John Bradshaw Layfield.
I knew
In the most American gear you can get.
it.
That's right. We got. I
Oh,
think this is from the
jeez.
Great American Bash, back in the '90s, mid late '90s, when he came out. You know, he's like, now he's a tycoon. Now he's a Texas tycoon. He got all his money and financials, and then he went from being an acolyte to, to a bodyguard with Ron Simmons, and now he's making money. But this is like aggressively American.
Yeah. And didn't they
I think
put out a bunch of wrestlers in the All American gear like that? I thought.
I probably.
I feel
This
like
is the only one I don't.
But
I
that
think I got
one's
this like super cheap, like on clearance, or I don't know where I got it. But yeah, it was like
of all the ones, that's the one he
yeah. I
should
mean,
be.
it's like I think he came out in a limo,
Yeah.
and, you know, to his theme song, which sounds like, you know, ranch, and it's like, yeah, yeah. This, I mean, just literally, it's like the hat. It's so, and yeah.
Which figure did you have with the sparkler in your July 4th picture?
That's coming up. That'll be
Oh,
next.
okay.
After your next one.
All right. I'm like, because if it wasn't, they should have. If it wasn't him, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll get
Well,
there. I
okay.
saved the best for last. So.
Okay. This guy's one I'm excited to show off because I haven't showed him off yet. And
Yeah.
when he came out, it was the new HasLab Omega Prime, which came from the Robots in Disguise 2001 line, and they upgraded him, made him better, bigger, better, stronger, more sturdy, more everything better. And I didn't do an unboxing because I just wanted to spend weeks with him, and did, and it was great. And I finally got him all put together and looking good. And I just he's a lot of red, white, and blue, and he's again gigantic, and his two robots that come apart. Well, kind of three robots, because they took this kind of blue top piece here, and which was just a gun accessory type part, and turned him into his own robot, which is neat. Blue Bolt. And yeah, he's just more articulated, stronger. All the joints are better. He can stand up on his own. The original has a hard time with that. And just a really neat little figure, and from one of my favorite cartoons, and it's just I love it so much. And my first HasLab, and there's real chrome stuff, back metal on him, and really cool. I'm just super stoked.
It's awesome.
Happy to have him. So Omega Prime.
Well, if you're asking yourself, what's more American than Texas? Well, I'll tell you. That's an Olympic gold medalist. That's right. We got WWE superstars Kurt Angle in his USA with his gold medal that he won with a broken neck. That's right. Soft goods onesie that he has. He even has underneath it too. It's still even more American Gladiator-esque. But yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, this was like the first thing I picked. But yeah, this is the figure I used for the post on 4th of July.
That's right.
I've
Yep.
used JBL before. I think I used it
Okay.
last year. I've used several different ones throughout the years of 4th of July pictures. I think I used Hulk Hogan one time too. Because there
Yep.
was one that he has like a little face mask that has a mask. I didn't grab that one because everything else, like literally the only thing that's red, white, and blue is his little mask that he had during SummerSlam when he was fighting Sergeant Slaughter, when Sergeant Slaughter was a heel, and during the Persian Gulf era, wartime, that SummerSlam. But yeah, this is like literally these two figures. It's like this could just be the episode. Like this
Yeah.
is
Yep. For sure.
the screen thumbnail. But
America.
But yeah, and I even bought a little milk truck for him. The Hot Wheels.
That's
milk
right.
truck.
That's right. So good.
I thought about when he was. I didn't get a chance to meet him or anything when he was up in Cedar Rapids, but I was gonna like print off that picture I took of him with the milk truck and have him sign it or something. That was like my thought of like if I went to go visit, do a signing or something, that would probably what I would bring, just to have him sign that. I think he'd get a kick out of it, maybe.
Definitely. Awesome. Well, I decided to grab one more because I just love this guy so much. And Ultra Magnus is one of like a definite red, white, and blue character.
Yep.
He always has been, always will be. But this is one of my grails, Ultra Mammoth. But it just is just one of the prettiest red, white, and blue guys that I have, and it just sits right over here, and I can't not see it. So I definitely wanted to show this big old thing. Yeah. All right. That's what I know.
Yeah. So I know.
Good old America. Sounds good. We'll take a little break here. We'll tell you about the PFPN, our Prescribed Films podcast network. This lady's going to tell you about it. You need to check it out because there's a lot of really cool other podcasts on there. They're all friends of ours, and that would be really cool if you checked it out. Well, here's some details.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
That's right. Do what she said.
Yes.
All right, now it's time for Elgin to take us on a store tour.
All right. Today's store is called A Walk in Time. It's at 16266 6th Avenue, Charleston, West Virginia. It's about a 10-hour and 31-minute drive from Ottumwa. Just a short little trip. But if you're in Columbus, Ohio, then you can just drive southeast about 2 hours and 36 minutes. So if you're already in Ohio, then you can go down to Charleston, which is just a short little trip there. Has a bunch of wrestling figures, Motu, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Marvel DC, vinyl records, vintage clothing, and much, much more. But did you know that Charleston is the home to the very first Shoney's restaurant? You don't know what Shoney's is? It's a restaurant that's similar to Denny's, like a breakfast IHOP-esque place, diner type place. But they franchise them out all over America. But after you get done eating your pancakes at Shoney's, be sure to go to A Walk in Time, 16266 6th Avenue, Charleston, West Virginia.
Heck yes. All right, before we go today, just want to remind everyone, if they want to help support the podcast, we would sure let you and appreciate you doing it. There's lots of ways you can. Telling a friend, it's one of the best. That's how Elgin and I met. I don't know if that's true.
Some friend told us
Yeah.
about a podcast.
And another way is to leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. That's
those.
one. But the best way, the most awesome way, is like Elgin mentioned in the beginning, enlistinthecorps.com. Go to that website. It's basically our Patreon. Check out there's different tiers. Pick the one that best suits you. You get lots of really cool perks, exclusive, everything, bonus episodes, shout outs on the show, early access to videos. You get to be in a chat with Elgin, I, and the other Corps members.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Or if you're more of a YouTube person, hit that join button down below. Same perks, same prices, same sort of stuff. But like I said, one of the perks, you get shout outs on the show. So we're going to do that now. And we're really happy to thank our Corps members, Tony Miller, Chris Turnip Simmons, Alex LaForest, Bill Fisher, Colin Bunn, and Chris DeMonico. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. And we really do love talking toys with you in the chat. It's a lot of fun.
Definitely.
I'm excited that Turnip got his pack done.
It's Proton Pack. The real Ghostbusters.
I know. What a
version.
Of course he made another Proton Pack.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can see all that fun stuff in our chat. Become a Corps member today. All right.
Yeah.
That's what I got, Elgin. I guess we'll go finish off them brats.
Heck, that's what I'm going to do. Eat some
Yep.
brats. Maybe a burger. A boiger.
A boyga. All right. Sounds
Cheese
good.
boyga.
Well, thanks everybody for watching and listening. We really appreciate you. Until next time, keep being awesome. Talk to you later.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. But not so fast, my foul fiends. Don't forget to follow these fools on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And visit cracktasticplastic.com. I'll be back.